only reason why they're afraid is because of your rhetoric. You're the ones who say that the boogeyman's coming to get you. You're the ones that say they're going to put you in camps. Trust me, the one thing that Trump can't do is keep a secret.
And furthermore, Tyrus is right.
Thank you. She used her sermon to treat us like vermin. Our video of the day comes from the National Prayer Service, where Episcopalian Bishop Marianne Buddy.
So, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to start switching it up again a little bit. You know, I think I've driven the girls too far. But anyway, coming back to it, the situation here with this bishop, this woke imposter is just beyond belief still to me. And we're definitely going to have the roasting coming from Tyrus. But I do like to watch the Gutfeld show. I like Greg Gutfeld. I think he's hilarious. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Buddy? Typical priest. Used her priestly pulpit to lecture Trump about the evils of his new administration. Roll it, Gladys.
I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in...
So I was so busy yesterday looking at him. And I want you to know, Trump is seriously like, I have a special place in my heart for Donald Trump. I don't think y'all understand. That's why I just hate the establishment so much, because he should be, you know, whatever. This is the look my father would be giving, right? Okay? But my homie, Brother Omar, on Twitter put me on to the fact that, I think her name is Tiffany Trump. I never even pay attention to her often. That she was smirking, looking the other way, everything else. Shout out to her. At least I got a little bit more from her. But like I said, I would have got up and walked out.
Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. The people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation.
Just so you know, when his lip goes to the side like that, that's him saying, F off.
But the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President.
Oh, they do her dishes. Well, that was infantile. But you know, she kind of looks familiar to me. Was she once a news reporter for WKRP in Cincinnati?
Okay, sorry. Oh, God. I didn't expect that. And guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell.
She later went on CNN to explain herself.
I was looking at the president because I was speaking directly to him. I was also, frankly, as you do in every sermon, speaking to everyone who was listening through that one-on-one conversation with the president, reminding us all that in the people that are frightened in our country, the two groups of people that I mentioned are our fellow human beings, and that they have been portrayed in all throughout the political campaign in the harshest of lights.
Harshest of lights? I've seen more attractive bishops on a chessboard. What did Trump think of this speech?
What did you think? Did you like it? Did you find it exciting? Not too exciting, was it? I didn't think it was a good service. Yeah. No, they can do much better.
You know, though, Trump has changed. I mean, he didn't even call her ugly. So,
yeah. Exactly. And you know what? And I wouldn't even have been mad if he did. Right? Like, seriously. Because, like, come on. Like, we can't keep doing this. Like, come on. Man, it wasn't the time for that. You guys, if you didn't know, that I already went off about this. It wasn't the time for that. And then, you know, of course, CNN has her on, like, you know, like, oh, now we care about Christians, by the way. The corporate press cares about Christians. And this lady is a fraud. Don't care. Yes, I said it. I don't care. But did I ask you guys to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell yet? Or I'm not sure if I did. But if I didn't, if you could please do that for me. Thank you to every eye that lands on these videos. So, like, yeah, like, miss me with it. seriously. I just kind of want to skip ahead to the man of the hour. Let's see what Tyrus has to say about this.
Someone asks me to go to church, I'll just,
Didn't call him a Nazi, so that's
well, anytime someone asks me to go to church, I'll just break this little gem out. Like, I'm not putting up with that. I'm good. I'm going to watch the game. Like, this is the problem with activists. She's an activist, and she was pretending to be a person of God. To be an activist, to sit there and say that there was gay and lesbian and transgender children afraid. The only reason why they're afraid is because of your rhetoric. You're the ones who say that the boogeyman's coming to get you. You're the ones that say they're going to put you in camps. Trust me, the one thing that Trump can't do is keep a secret. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he had plans, as soon as that inauguration speech would have been way different. You know, and you would have seen all these guys with nets and, you know, just showing up. Anybody with a rainbow, get them. Like, it's just stupid.
yeah.
It really is just stupid. And furthermore, Tyrus is right. This lady is not some, like, you know, she wasn't some actual messenger of the Lord. She was being an activist on the pulpit. This is what frustrates me again. Like, it just does to no end. Like, that's not how you're supposed to act. You're not supposed to use the pulpit to get one on Trump and then go on news shows. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I wish I could meet her, because I would be like, are you ashamed of yourself? Do you think that you were a good representative of the Lord? By carrying on like that, not getting your hair done before you went to church, and carrying on like that. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
It's stupid. Your parents used to do this to us. Don't look under the bed. There's a boogeyman. He's going to get you. That's why you have to stay in bed. There's a boogeyman. There's a boogeyman. There's a boogeyman. And it's all well and fine until I finally looked under the bed, and it wasn't a boogeyman. It was her boyfriend, and I beat the hell out of him. And I was never afraid of the boogeyman after that. So, but that's what they do. She is responsible. The activists are the problem. They're the one trying to convince us, because the idea that lesbians and gays and trans people didn't vote for President Trump, you are a moron if you don't think that's true. They did, in big numbers.
Yeah, you know,
Again, you know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, that means absolutely nothing to me. Like, nowadays, to me, it's like I don't even need to hear all that. Like, it doesn't mean that, like, oh, now we're, you know, everything makes sense now because they voted for him. See, he's accepted. Like, I get that we have to get votes, but I'm just all about, are you American? Do you care about your country? Okay, you'll vote the right way. That's it. I was like that back in 2020. To be honest, I was like that back in 2016, but I was pressured into this whole, oh, you have to do the right thing. This is when I was still stuck in the left. Ugh, a mess.
Jamie and Tyrus both, there's something about the activist doesn't know time or place. They believe that you have to be self-actualized even when you're ordering coffee at Starbucks. It's like, I am an activist all the time, including when I'm in mass. Which is always that. I think that's the woke virus at its worst.
Yeah, and Trump was set up. I mean, this was not the time nor the place. Trump was set up. The cathedral knew this was going to happen because this bishop has done this many times.
Shouldn't they have vetted it
times.
better?
They should have been.
She's done this many times. You guys have a rogue lesbian. like, let's keep it real. Are we keeping it real or are we not? This isn't the first time you have a self-serving rogue lesbian doing this. What kind of place is this? I'm sorry. We got to figure something out. I got to write a letter to somebody and be like, she was a bad representation of Christianity. Do you mean to tell me that finally we get a Christian church that gets some sort of attention, right? And that's what happens? I am infuriated.
vetted. It should have been, they should have notified the Trump family. They should have notified other people. We had Lorenzo Sewell on, who was, by the way, the black pastor who gave the benediction at the inauguration, who was wonderful. He was in the Mass and he was appalled. He said, this is not the time. It is not the place for you to bring up politics. And when you say it's a debate, you know he does not have any power to debate back. Maybe at some point in time he will, but he doesn't have, that's not the right place to do that authority. It's not proper.
Well, I think tomorrow we're going to have Joe Piscopo on live to talk about if
God.
Is he upset that his own church has acted so dishonestly?
You're going to need an extra chair for his hairpiece.
So I'm hollering, and I don't know if that's really Joe Piscopo's church or not. But all I can say is this: this was a bad representation of what Christians are supposed to be. That woman is an imposter. She does not answer to God; she answers to herself. I'm not here to preach to anybody, but you can always tell somebody who's self-serving, and that's what that was. And like I said, if you were gonna check Trump, you would have checked him on Christian Zionism, but you didn't. You didn't. So please miss me. You are a fraud. You are a paid shill. And if I ever met her, I would tell her to her face, you are a paid shill. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.